like I told you guys last time, just a lot more confident in myself than I was last year. And then I think me and Tom have been able to build a good chemistry on the field. I think he knows where I'm going to be at. I know where he wants me to be. So I think it's been good, been a good start, but we just got to keep working. As a whole offense, just to keep getting better.
We hear Tom calling you Scooter out there. Has anyone called you Scooter before?
Here and there, yeah, along the way, but I think he's really drove that one home. CG used to call me that last year, but I think Tom's really, like I said, driven it home, and that's my name for him. So yeah, it's been good. It's funny.
Sure.
Okay, next up is going to be Rick Stroud.
Scotty, you guys have had a lot of good days at practice on offense. Today probably wasn't one of them. When we have those days, what are the conversations, and particularly with your quarterback who has such a high level of expectation?
Yeah, like you said, today wasn't our best day as an offense, but I mean we just got to come out with better energy, wanting to compete. We have such high expectations for ourselves this season, so today's like days like today aren't acceptable for us. The biggest thing is come out wanting to compete with energy. And if we want to get to where we say we want to go, we just got to come out and play harder. Because if we all play hard and know what we're doing, no mental errors, you guys know, and we got the guys to do it, the guys to make plays. So tomorrow we just got to come out ready to go and ready to compete.
Was the lack of energy? I mean, you're coming off a scrimmage just a few days ago. It's hot and humid, all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of excuses, right? But was there any hangover from, how well you played on Friday?
I think all those things could have played a part, certainly. But at the end of the day, like you said, we're not going to make excuses. We got to be better. We got to come out every day with a lot of energy to compete to get to where we want to go.
All right, next is going to be Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Scotty, I'm going to knock on wood when I ask this question, but, the hamstring injuries plagued you last year, really from the start in training camp, and they resurfaced throughout the season. And we talked at the end of the year, you were promising to get in better shape and get those hamstrings right. You've been able to do that successfully here so far. What was that process like during the off season? How much was that rest because you didn't have the draft process to contend with, and how much of it was just strengthening those hamstrings so you could last a whole season?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things for me. That was probably the biggest focus for me this offseason, just getting both of my hamstrings healthy and ready to go to stay healthy for an entire season and training camp. So I think that was, like you said, rest, I think played a big part, just letting them finally, get back to normal. Last year is crazy, as you stated, the draft process. As a rookie, you never really get time to sit back and give your body time to heal. So I think that played a big part. But then just my strength staff helped me out with it, AP, and then our training staff as well, and our sports science crew, and then really Tom just coming in and helping me. He's been able to stay healthy for so long in his career. So picking up little things from him, just stuff like that. Just really. It was just a big focus for me. And like you said, knock on wood, hopefully I can continue to stay healthy. That's going to be one of the main goals for myself.
Thanks, Scotty.
Yep.
Okay, next is going to be Jenna Lane.
Scotty, we saw it multiple times in practice, and we did see you guys hit that shot in the game as well when Brady hits you over the top, deep pass. What's that like for you when you know that he's going to be going for you and he's winding up? I mean, and you're waiting to catch the ball. I mean, is it like a rush of adrenaline for you? What is that feeling like? I know how much you really like those deep shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I mean, pre-snap, I usually have a good idea if I'm going to get the ball or not, if I see the safety creeping down or, whatever the look may be. So then I get a little excited for sure. And then Tom does a great job of seeing it as well. So usually we're on the same page, and usually I know when it's coming my way. And then he just does a great job with the deep ball, makes it extremely catchable for us. the one thing I noticed is it's just such a clean spiral, and it just really it goes straight up and then comes straight down. So it's just easy for us to see and easy for us to catch. I think we've done a good job hitting the deep ball this camp, but we just got to continue to work on that, because those are big plays in games that you don't get too many opportunities. So you got to take advantage when you get the look from the defense, and you got to hit it and capitalize.
And BA loves those kill shots too. We know that he calls you Scooter, right? But we don't always hear back. Like, what do you say back to him? I know I've heard you talk before about the fact that you've said he's as old as my dad, which I heard that your dad is a little bit older. But yeah, what do you say back to him? Do you have a nickname for him yet?
I do not. We call him Tommy. That's not much of a nickname, but but I don't talk back to him too much. I don't know if I have that the right to do that thus far. Maybe make some plays for him on game day, and then I can say some stuff back to him. But we just try to have fun out there. He tries to make it fun, and it's been good.
Thank you.
Okay, our last question is going to come from Ed and Cena.
Scotty, just kind of going back to some of the kind things that Tom said about you the other day. One of the things he said was, that he can trust you because he knows that you're going to go out and you're going to take all the information that he might give you and elsewhere, and you're going to take it in and be better the next practice. But when you have a guy like him coaching you up and giving you these little kind of nuggets to take in, I mean, do you see not only yourself but other players in the huddle taking all that in, and how does that translate to a good practice?
Yeah, I think we all do. I think Tom just has so much knowledge from football in general, and he can help every position, whether it's O-line, running backs, receivers, the other quarterbacks, tight ends. He just can help us all. So when we go back and watch the film, he sits in front and kind of just talks us through different plays and what he wants specifically from us. And then when we go out the next day in practice and we have the same play from the day before, we try and remember those things and just correct what we did wrong the previous day. I think that's been really helping us. Our mind says just get better every single day and try and pick up on things that he helps us with, and our coaches as well. So I think that's been key for us.
Thank you.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks, Scotty.
Yep. Thank you.